What's up, everybody? It's Sunday, and you know what that means? That means Acquisitions Incorporated, and our Dungeon Master is M. Clancy 1 6. Take it away, sir.
Alrighty, happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. All right. When we last left our heroes, they had just defeated some people who were trying to attack them because that's what people do in this game. But when we get to that, why don't we go around the horn and have everyone introduce themselves? And why don't we start with Panic?
Hey there, everybody. Deja Voodoo here, playing the obviator of the group, Panic Lethea Dunlin. We're gonna hopefully shoot some more arrows at things, get things dead for the greater good of our company.
Excellent, excellent. And why don't we go to Nito?
This is Nordic Geek playing Nito, half elf monk, shooting things with arrows too, because I'm
Well, that's what we get. We try to make pin cushions out of stuff. How about our resident documenter, Rin?
This is Jared Fate playing Ren, a Verdan. What am I, a rogue? Yeah, a rogue. Which also shoots arrows. God, we're just all arranged.
But not to be outdone, we have our secretary, Reginald.
And Secretary and Reginald is played by Walking Dude, level 4 Warlock, Hexblade. So he actually uses a blade quite a bit of the time. The Skeletword, to be precise about it. And, not to omit my obligatory duties, he's the son of famous Waterdeep adventurer Hug Norris.
Excellent. And our most decisive decisionist, Dan Death.
Yes, Rob Toohey playing the 4th level cleric, Mr. Dan Death. He is a failed merchant, also a human. Doesn't have a bow. He favors his whore hammer +1.
How do you spell that?
It's spelled whore hammer.
the H is silent.
Notice
H-O-A-R.
she asked me how I spelled it, and I didn't spell it. I just repeated the pronunciation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rob was having spell check issues before we started the stream, no less.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's
So
horrible.
you intercepted the hit squad that was going after what was her name? I forgot her name already. The woman who
The
runs
lady with the hook
Arla.
foot.
Arla, who runs the peg and hook. None of you need pegs or hooks because you left with all your limbs attached, which was good. You did find two pieces of information, or one piece of information and one object that was useful. You found out where the Dran Enterprises headquarters, or at least how you get to the headquarters, is, and you found a pin that should let you get to it.
All right.
That was that metal thingamajig, right?
Yes, with the portal, and we can now align the portal to get to place.
Yes, it's in the inventory as a round metal pin. So what you found out is that the way to get to the Dran Enterprises headquarters is through a portal, which is on a boat at the docks. And that boat is called Dangerous Business.
That's what they called me in high school.
Stop. So you could make your ways. You know where the docks are because you have been over there before. You're pretty sure you could go find said boat if that's what you want to do, or ship, or whatever the difference is between them.
I was called whore hammering.
Yikes.
There's no parcel items in the party sheet.
No, it probably got turned off when you stuff. So we
Weirdly
can't.
enough, I can
yeah.
still see it.
Well, what you see is parcel items, but oh, my bad. Oh shit. Okay. I was
There's a lot
thinking.
of stuff in the
Yeah,
party
I
sheet.
was thinking that that's such a huge list. My brain went to that's what the DM sees that we all have, all of our equipment.
No, that's below.
So
There's a
never
lot of
mind
stuff because
me.
you got all the loot from these other guys.
Yeah, that's a huge list of shit.
I like that walnut with a face drawn on it.
Yeah, that was actually from Gorko. I added a few of Gorko's trinkets
Oh,
there.
oh no,
Uh,
Rip Gorko.
Oh yeah, he's dead, isn't he now?
He
Yeah, he
is.
got insta-deaded.
Poor Gorko's dead. A candle lights his head.
Look at this him with these jewels. I'm gonna take that.
I want the walnut to remember him, you know.
Go
I'll
for
name
it.
it Gorko and talk to it.
I kind of
This
want
is
the
normal.
music box too. We're just pilfering his dead corpse. I do want to know what these magically charged discs are. These
those are
got
those things out of
The
the
power
out
source,
of
the
the
power sources for the fake
mono-
monodrone.
yeah, for the drones. Patched.
I
And the
guess the
Chimera.
walnut was was Gorko's equivalent of Tom Hanks's volleyball.
Wilson?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wilson, yeah, that's it.
We should have probably given those, and maybe we can just say we did give
Cheer
those
bits. Cheer bits
magically
in the
charged
stream. Thanks
discs
for the
to
cheer
the guy in
bits.
charge of our basement, so that he can power the drones and whatnot down there.
Okay.
Cheer bits. Drake takes. Cheer bits.
But for now, I think we've got a ship to commandeer, don't we?
Drake takes.
You do. So would you like to head to the docks?
Yes, we would like to go take the ship.
You have now arrived at the docks.
Everybody likes a good chance to take a ship.
Right.
Hmm.
Now, which one is ours? The little one?
The little one is the dangerous business.
Okay, so let's go get it. Nobody around?
There are people around.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna act like we
I
know.
was letting you get acquainted with what was there before you told me what was going on. Let me do some
We're
other
gonna
stuff.
definitely act as though, even though we might not be, we're all gonna act as though we're confident that we're supposed to be here. That's our boat. We're gonna go right to it, and nobody should be suspicious of us because we all belong here.
It would help if we had like a yellow safety vest and like a clipboard or something like that.
Why don't
Wait,
we go
hold
back to
on.
the corner for a minute and let me show you who else is here.
Okay.
Yeah, Reginald's not wearing any heraldry.
Mm. I legit can't see the map again. I'm sorry.
Stream.
On my way over. I try
What
not
up?
to screen cheat, but this time I will.
What up, G? Well, the screen on the stream is not the DM view; it's the player view. So you.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I have this. I don't know.
Oh, what up, G? In my face, right next to me. I see. Dog.
All right, that's what you see right now, including the guard who's kind of right where the hell you are. So you can approach from a different angle on the
Oh,
north
I'll say
side
to this.
if you want.
What's the name of the boat again?
Dangerous business.
Dangerous business. I'll step right to this guard and I'll say, "Excuse me, my good man. Thank you for patrolling the area. We've come to go to our boat, the Dangerous Business," and I'll gesture toward it. And I'd say, "Would you be so kind as to escort us over there?"
Your boat, you say?
You say.
Uh-huh. Well, let's take you over there then.
All right. Drake Takes has granted me a second inspiration in the chat. Thank you, Drake.
I assume Nito and Panic can't really move, right? Or can't see the map to move, so I moved you with.
Oh, thank you.
Rin, are you okay?
No. I could see the map before, and now I can't, and it's like, oh. I see red squares, and I see us.
I see fire and I see rain.
I see London, I see France.
I see
Uh-oh.
dead people.
We've already seen Rob Tui's underpants.
Yeah, that's true. It's on
Have
stream.
we?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can find it.
All right.
Do I want that in my search history?
No.
Druid says no. Just based on experience.
Well,
That's why
thanks for
you-
taking one for the team.
That's why you have to sit, like, in that incognito browser and then close it immediately afterward.
Yeah, and then burn the computer.
remember to clear your browsing cache though, because that still saves.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay, so you make it to the ship. You
Alright.
find the door to the cabin, and you're gonna go inside, I assume. Yeah.
As soon as I slip this guard that walked us over here a gold piece.
All right,
And I do it very like Vegas, give me the front row kind of a way.
got it. Well appreciated. He gives you a quick kind of knowing nod. You peer inside, and let's say you go inside. It'll just be easier. So the small square cabin's interior is far larger than its exterior, opening up as an oval room 30 feet long and 15 feet wide. Crumpled on the floor, before an iron door on the far side of the room, the body of a guard lies in a pool of blood. Standing closed between you and the body, 6 other oval-shaped iron doors are the only features in the room. Each door has a heavy latch that bears the insignia of Duran Enterprises, but no lock is visible. Above each of the iron doors, a different shape and colored glowing stone is set.
So we were too late.
Like a jail boat.
This is a dead boy.
At least it's not a brothel.
At least.
Bring my
Well,
whorehammer.
the thing that we have has a distinctive shape, right? It's like a pin. It's round, so and it's of a certain size. Is one of those?
What color is it?
It's silver, isn't it? Well, it's round metal. So it doesn't indicate a particular color on the description. But will it fit more than one of those sockets?
The sockets are filled. There are glowing gemstones in them. You don't think the pin goes into the door somewhere.
Oh,
So one is a green turquoise square, one is a red feldspar triangle, one's a white pearl circle, the other's a purple amethyst oval, one's a blue aquamarine rectangle, the last one's a black hematite pentagon. Oh, sorry, one more, and then an orange tiger hexagon.
But these are doors?
Yes. So you're in an oval room that has 6 doors.
Oh, and then
sorry,
behind
7
these, so they're not cages, they're doors. So then we
No,
can't see
so
behind.
essentially you've entered some type of magic chamber because the inside
okay.
of the room is bigger than the outside. And leading out of the chamber, there are 7 additional doors other than the one you came in from. And they each have a different stone above it. Might be some type of indication of which is which.
All right, and is any of them silver?
None of them are silver.
I bet the pin is sort of like a universal access, and we have to figure out which of these leads to where we want to go.
Why don't we try one of the doors? What color sounds safest?
Maybe not red.
So
Yeah.
who is holding the pin?
Reginald?
sure.
He holds.
Who is trying the door?
Reginald?
Hey, I can be convinced to do just about anything at this.
I only said that because you were the one that knew what color it was, so I just assumed you had it.
Well, I was looking at the description in the party sheet.
Oh,
I have now
gotcha,
put it
okay.
on my sheet. That's fine. So each of the doors has a knob, but no locking,
Has a
no visible
latch.
locking
Yeah, it
mechanism.
just has a latch.
Oh, okay. So you just like lift a latch and try to pull it open or something.
Yep.
All right. Can you tell me the colors again?
I could probably do that. Just gotta
Would you
find where it
kindly?
was. Green turquoise square, red feldspar triangle, white pearl circle, purple amethyst oval, blue aquamarine rectangle, black hematite pentagon, orange tiger hexagon. Maybe I should just cut that out and paste it.
That'd be helpful.
Sounds great.
And that is not Ak, it's each.
The 7
Ah.
doors.
So the square and the shape and the color, something.
Well, what shape is the pin in? It's a cylinder, correct? I understand.
Yeah,
but
it's round.
does it
yeah.
have a shape at the end? Just kind of plug it into whichever hole fits.
No, they're already plugged in. They're more like think of like the floor numbers on an elevator, right?
Yeah. They're
Oh, I don't like
indicative of
that.
where they lead, but is there anything around this room other than the doors and the corpse um, that can be looked at?
Well, there's the half orc. You want to look at the corpse? Do you want to examine the
Yeah, I think I'm going to search this
Yeah.
corpse.
Okay. So you notice the dead guard is a male, half orc. Lying on his chest is a black business card bearing unintelligible symbols. More notable is the unfortunate guard's brain has been removed from his shattered skull.
That doesn't sound normal.
Aside from his grievous head wound, the guard's body is untouched except for where his shirt is turned up over his chest.
Let me guess, he's got a dragon tattoo with a sword piercing through the bottom of his skull.
You do not see that symbology.
Interesting. No, that's weird, actually.
Reginald feels an unexplainable pang of sympathy and empathy for the orc.
Excellent. Does anyone want to do an investigation check?
Yeah.
I will.
Same.
Or I could assist somebody.
All three of you come to the same conclusion that, hey, I bet that dude had a pin on his tunic and is what got ripped off by whoever killed him.
Ooh.
Oh,
We're
and his
so astute.
brain. So, like the pin, the means of going through the door, and the knowledge of which door to go through were both stolen.
That is possible, yeah.
So we're looking at some sort of brain thing coming in here. Is the guard still outside that we bribed?
Yeah, he's gone. He's outside.
Dang it.
He's not authorized to come inside of the boat.
Oh yeah.
Anito's harvesting a finger. Got it.
Delicious. No, just for a snack.
And there's no way we can tell by who murdered this person.
What are you trying to tell? Sorry.
Well, so the person was obviously killed and something taken from it.
Yeah, like its brain and the pin. But you kind of noticed the brain missing first.
Is there a
'cause that's more
trail? Is there
unusual.
like a trail that goes to any one of these doors, like a bloody trail or anything?
No, there's no tells.
Give up and shut the stream down, or what do we do?
God.
I don't know what to do.
No stream.
Hey, what if
Just quit
I mean,
playing.
I'm a gambler. I'm good with odds, and I've got a really good feeling about uh the purple gem. Why don't I just open the door and we see what happens?
Okay. I'm down with that.
Okay.
Okay, so Panic's gonna open the door.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Ready to fight an illithid? Y'all got your intelligence saves ready?
Yeah.
Can I leave the room first? Legit question.
I'm gonna first clean up the combat tracker and all that stuff because none of these guys and whatnot are.
Because we're gonna have a heck of a lot of things to fight in just 2 seconds.
I can
Mark.
neither confirm or deny that.
Mark's favorite 3 words to say are roll for initiative.
You can
You-
eliminate
okay.
all the enemies in one click if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So
How do I do that?
Can you delete all bad people, whatever it's called? That one.
Yeah, all non-friendly.
Yeah.
All right. Nice trip. That should you should tweet that trip out.
Yeah, it's probably been done about 6 times.
Hip or trip or whatever. Okay. So, as Panic was not wearing a round metal pin when she pulled the latch, a trap goes off.
of course it does.
So you must all make a dex saving throw.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here's a pertinent question. How do you add +1 to your
Here, what?
saves?
Click on the modifier button in the bottom left corner and type in the number 1.
Copy that.
Is this something that's permanent or just one time?
No, it's semi-permanent. It's a worn item.
So that item should have a thing that says that has a code that says save:1. What item is it?
Cloak of protection.
Oh yeah, Cloak of Protection's coded. Just open up the I'm trying to say the module, the module with items. It's wondrous item. Let's see, I have it. Hold on.
Oh, the thing I can't.
Mark, if you want, you can drag Cloak of Protection from my sheet to Nito's sheet, and then he'll just have a copy of it.
All right, I can do that.
I apologize for rolling mine in the clear.
It also gives you +1 in your AC too.
That I was able to manually.
Right, but then you'll not want to do that. You'll want to reverse that now because I'll show you what it looks like before he gives it to you. You're going to end up with something like this in the combat tracker. It'll add 1 to your AC and add 1 to all your saves. So the manual adjustment you made to your AC, you'll just reverse it. And that way, if you take the cloak off, you just remove it and you don't have to mess.
Yeah, so Nito, you should see in your cantrips, although you can move it somewhere else, the Cloak of Protection now. See it there?
No, I'm here. Okay.
There we go. So then just change your AC back the way you had it before you.
Okay.
All right. Well, Dan Death failed his save and takes 7 cold damage.
What?
Panic failed to save and takes 7. Rin passed and takes 3. Reginald failed and takes 7, and Nito saved and takes 3. All right, let me go do that.
It's fine. Everybody's fine. Don't panic. We're fine.
You gave me 3 instead of 7, just FYI. Nobody panic.
That's my word.
Nobody you.
Okay, so you established that maybe the person wearing the pin should open the door.
Said Reginald, open the door. Go back to what I was saying
Okay.
before. Now that happened, I get all righteous about it.
Well, I will try that, but I will also stick with the purple one that Panic was trying to. And I'll be wearing the pin.
All right. So I'm going to read some stuff, then some things are going to happen, and we're going to do some stuff. We're going to play this Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I like
When
it.
you pull open the iron door, the view beyond shows another place. You are suddenly there, the door disappearing behind you. A grassy
Whoops.
slope leads down to the banks of a slow-moving river. A number of large barges decorated in bright colors move up and down the river, bearing merchants crying out to attract customers. Those customers move from the riverbank to the nearest barge, then carefully harp from barge to barge till they reach the merchant they want. On the opposite bank, you see a small outhouse set with an oval iron door.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
All right, but the dialogue continues. Or not dialogue, monologue. A flash of light draws your attention to the right, where some 50 feet away from you, another group exits a portal that vanishes behind them. The group consists of 5 humans and a tall, purple-skinned creature. That creature's face has tentacles where its mouth should be, with those tentacles oddly tied into a stylish handlebar mustache. The creature wordlessly looks at 2 archers accompanying it, who draw their bows. Its other 3 companions break into a run toward the riverbank as the creature vanishes with a popping sound. And you may roll initiative.
I told you this was a good door.
Can I use my "Did you hear that" inspiration card so I can act during the
Sure, let's do that, but I need to get you guys on a new map.
Okay.
I gotta change that card. There's no such thing as a surprise round. What it
I mean, I
should-
would pull up. I
yeah,
would pull
what-
up the details, but I can't because it won't let me
Right.
open that.
It says use this card at the beginning of an encounter. You may act during the surprise round. What it should say in 5th edition is you may act even if you are surprised. That's what it should say, because there's no such thing in 5th edition as a surprise. That went away.
As if there was a surprise round.
Does it require an action or something to use one of the inspiration cards that we have?
Inspiration cards? No.
All right, I would like to use my resistance card to have psychic resistance.
And I don't know what the card name is because it all got deleted, but I had a card to duplicate a player's inspiration card that they played, so I'd like to play that with Ren.
Okay.
All right, okay. You have to kill those guys. But the illithid is gone, huh?
That's what it was, yeah. He popped away. He went through the portal that you're trying to get to.
Oh,
All right.
boogers.
So
We picked the right door. Yay.
it's I got a beep in my ear.
Yes, and Panic is first to go.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Um, I can't see anything. That's gonna be fun.
All right,
They're
so
all
but
on.
you are in your element because the adversarial party is on the other side of the riverbank, some distance away, but certainly within bow range. And you also happen to notice a snake on the barge closest to shore. That's the G, but you can't see that on the map. But if you saw that on the map, you would have seen the letter G there.
And I would have been super impressed. Um, what is the critter that is at the very bottom in the center of those three at the bottom? Because I can't.
There's two
So there's
scouts.
two,
So
then
there's
three, and so that one at the bottom center is scout number 2.
Scout number 2.
yeah, there's 4 scouts and a cult fanatic. Mark, could you unlock the map so we can use the target?
Okay.
Okay, so I think I know what my job is here. Um, spoiler alert, involves arrows. I'm going to try. Can I get a shot on? No, I don't need to do that. What's the thing right in front of Scout?
Scout 3.
Ah,
Yeah.
I should have known. Just going to casually try to shoot Scout 3 because that's how we do things here.
Okay. And a couple other things about the barges. So there are people on the barges who are, innocent civilian type, and there's, between, 1 to 3 or so customers on the barge. You also think because there's so much merchandise in the barges, if you were to try to go through them, that they would be difficult terrain.
Hmm. Not willing to cross those. Got you. So difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And
Don't
that is
forget you can fly though.
I can fly, but I'm also very happy on this side of the river. So and all the things that are surrounding it are going to be Scout 1, Scout 2, and Cult Fanatic, right?
Scout
And there's one more
1,
thing. Scout
Scout
4.
4, Scout 2, yeah, cult fanatic.
Because I'm going to bursting arrow this little crowd that we have gathered here.
Nice.
I wish I could see what I've selected.
You've selected 3,
1,
1,
3,
and
4.
4.
All those
That's-
guys are within 10 feet of Scout
Yep. They're
2.
all in the
Gotcha.
blast radius.
Noise.
That was an excellent roll, and you have damaged them all.
I have hurt their feelings. I think if I can see pretty well, I'm gonna. Should I do that? No. I'm gonna let other people take the charge.
All right. Well, scout number 1 is up. And he runs back a little bit, runs and jumps onto the bar. Cult Fanatic 2 is going to do something.
Oh no.
He has choices, so I got to decide what he's going to do.
Oh no.
Too many choices. All right, he is going to run and jump on the bar. Dan Death, it is your turn.
All right, Dan Death. Size up these two individuals that are advancing. So damage. Now, that's interesting.
There was an effect on the. Okay, this I was reading something else, and we'll just skip it. So you killed him.
Okay, and then the other one, the cult. Which one did I crit? Crit the scout, and he's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that. All right, that's it.
All right, Scout 3. He's gonna target some. Reasons not known to me. He's gonna target Reginald. But he misses badly with his longbow. Reginald, it's your turn.
All right. First question: has it been more than an hour since we had the fight with the group of ruffians who were trying to kill?
I'd say yeah, getting through town probably took more than an hour.
Okay. I just need to know whether Hex was still on me or not. In that case, Scout 3 is going to be my target, and Clovis Willing, he's going to get Agonizing Blast to the face.
That's a hit. And you killed him.
I'm happy about that.
Clovis Willing.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Answer Rin, you're up.
I'm going to target Scout 4. Attempt some insightful fighting.
You were not insightful.
Oh, whatever. And then let loose an arrow. I mean, do I have sight? I mean, do I have a clean sight of Scout 4 to shoot an arrow?
Yeah, you can shoot an arrow. But that was a miss.
Well.
Scout 4 thinks he's going to return the favor. But he also missed.
Mm-hmm.
Nito.
Meeny, meeny. Mo.
Lots of low rolls. That's a miss. He shoots an arrow at you, but he also misses. New round, and Nito, you're up.
I will do more of the same.
That's a hit. Puts the cult fanatic into critical. Rin, you're up.
Yeah, I'll keep targeting 4. Try to do the insight.
Okay. You still remain not insightful on this one.
Jesus.
It's hard to be insightful with a 6. You hit him with a short bow. Put him in the critical.
Yeah.
Scout 2 is going to try and shoot at the Nito. Without success. Dan Death, your turn.
All right, since they're grouped together, I will try Chill Touch on those two back there. That's right.
Hitting it.
Yeah, they can suck it.
Dead and dead. Occult Fanatic.
Fully cult fanatic.
Runs and jumps over there. Wait. This guy's all his stuff is a 60-foot range. Reginald,
Laughs
you're
and
up.
longbow.
I'd really like to be able to ask this guy a couple of questions, but I don't think I can get to him in one turn, even if I use my inspiration card. So instead, I'll invoke the name of Clovis, brandish Huck Norris's beard at him, and shoot a agonizing blast in his direction.
Most excellent. But it didn't work. Panic, your turn.
Excellent. So we got a cult fanatic. You said we wanted to talk to this guy?
Couldn't hurt.
How far away is this person? Can't see squares.
He's like 75 feet from me.
70 feet.
Oh, I cannot fly that far. my little wings get tired real fast.
You can aim. You can. How far can you fly? 30?
30. Yeah. I'm a chunky boy.
You can fly
So-
30 up and out, and then aim it. So when you lost your flight, you just splash into the ocean. So we're closer. I don't know how those physics work.
That's a physical work? Okay. Or I could just murder it. Up to you guys though.
I don't know. Do we need to talk
Murder.
to it? Yeah, murder.
Murder?
Click.
Okay.
Murder.
I'm very into murders and executions.
I mean, somebody has something about reanimating the dead.
Hmm. Okay, so do I have a clear shot at this fanatic? This frothing cultist?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Bleh.
He's still kicking around.
Uh free action, just yell at him. Give up.
And Death.
All right, he didn't give up, huh? All right, fine. In that case, I will try type action. I will run and jump onto this barge. That without too much difficulty.
Yes.
Once I get there. Oh.
What mistake. All right, so Dan Death. You are on a barge. Has a florist on it. And the florist yells at you to slow down and tries to trip you. And you must give me a dex saving throw.
Okay.
And you save, but I think I'm actually reading the wrong damn description. That's the problem. Stand by 1 second.
Try to trip me, I'll tell you.
He wasn't a florist, he was a flouter.
Yeah.
No, slightly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, there's something wacky with this encounter, but okay. Um, for sake of argument, we'll pretend that that's the right boat, but it wasn't because I read the wrong description because I had the. Because I think actually the bad guys were supposed to be on the side where you are, and you were supposed to be on the side where the bad guys were.
Oh,
For what it's worth, but that's all right.
not gonna matter.
So you saved. You didn't slip on the flowers that weren't there, and you're all good. It is now Cult Fanatic's turn. And fortunately for the Cult Fanatic, Dan Death has finally come into range of something that he can do. Dan Death feels the chill of magic, but does not succumb to it.
Right.
So he is not held.
Oof.
Panic.
I see what you're doing over there, cult fanatic. You're trying to cast spells on essentially my boss. Please, you're not allowed to do that. Hmm.
Critical hit, no effect.
Hmm.
Other than to kill the cult fanatic, you
Other
mean?
than murder,
He explodes into a fit of nothing.
which is pretty cool in terms of arrows.
Maybe now we can figure out where we actually are.
Yeah. And what on earth an Illithid was doing, hanging out with these people.
Yeah. So you're on the wrong side of the river. You realize to get to where you need to get to, you got to go across these barges if you can't fly like some people. To get to the portal to get out of this space.
Reginald says, yeah, and that thing looked like a mind flayer, too.
You don't have to worry about that, Reginald. I don't think your brains look very tasty to anybody else.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Pat, pat.
Imagine the hairball you'd have to cough up.
Oh my god. No, I don't want to imagine that, Nito. Didn't ever want to imagine that.
Thanks.
Like an Illithid just going, ha, ha. It's like great.
And the worst thing is it's not just my head hair either.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oof, ouch, owie, my sensibilities, they hurt.
Okay, so your objective is to move to the other side of the map.
Yeah, I think gonna do like touchdown on each barge, a flapping away while I do so.
All right, so let's just stay in turn order.
Laughing away.
A
Actually, no.
flapping
Why don't we
away.
just tell me what you guys want to do, and then yeah, we'll go in turn order, but I won't advance the turns just to keep the order the same.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So Reginald, you are free to move.
Okay. I'm going to janky move. Come over here and
Just remember the barges are difficult terrain, so your movement's half.
well, if I go to right there and then jump across, that's 40 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then that is what I would like to do. 10 feet with 10 strength. Does that require a roll?
I think with 10 you're okay, right?
I was thinking it was 1 foot per point of
Yeah.
strength.
What's your strength?
10.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Okay.
So
Now
that's my move.
you actually arrive at the barge that had the flower. So the florist gets furious at you, yells at you, tells you to slow down, tries to trip you, and you must give me a dex saving throw.
I thought florists were like naturally pacifists.
Yeah, not when you get into his market day flowers. But you are successful, and therefore you do not slip and fall prone. Nito, it is now your turn.
Am I able to get on the boat that Reg?
Yeah, what's your strength?
10. Yeah. So that's where I'll go.
And you want to be left or right of Reginald? It doesn't really matter, but
No. We'll say to the right of.
This poor florist.
okay, you can also give me the dex save.
We're disrespecting him so hard.
But you are also nimble and wise, and therefore you don't fall in prone either. All right, Rin, it's your turn.
Want to move up next to Panic.
Okay, I moved you there already. You can do that before. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Because I keep looking at Rob's stream so I can see the map. I think I might have to hang back and let you guys do some barge hopping.
Well, everybody has to get across, just so you know.
Oh, I know. I'm just waiting to make sure that you guys make it okay first.
Ah,
And then I will. That and because, guys are at the edges and, if they're at the edge, then I can't jump and hit the edge too.
She's detecting traps. The rogue.
Yeah,
okay.
the good old fashioned way. Let everybody else go first and whoever
Is
doesn't
anybody's
die.
strength below 10?
Nope.
No.
All right, then that's fine. So you can jump 10 or 5 feet. It doesn't really matter. There is a way to get there with 5-foot bridge jumps, but. Okay, so Reginald, it's your turn again.
All right.
I guess we'll just use the turn order. It's probably easier that way.
First, just conversantly tell the florist that he needs to sniff some of his merchandise and chill out a little bit. And then that's 10 feet. And that's another 5-foot jump. So that's like 25 feet. Then 35 feet. That's about as far as I can get on this turn with difficult terrain.
Okay, so you jump onto the hot noodle barge, and the cantankerous customers in the barge heave bowls of hot noodles at anyone pushing past them. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right, and it sounds like also a good opportunity to snag some calories.
And you save. And you have wowed them with your noodle slurping ability, and they are no longer trying to be hostile about you interrupting their noodle fest.
Of course, performance skill and bow. Pass turn.
Panic. You are on the shore. You're 10 feet away
Nice.
from the closest barge by jumping. That was the floral barge.
Okay. Can I get to Noodle Barge by flapping?
Oh yeah, you can fly, right? You can fly 30?
Yeah. Yeah, 30. I think I get to the. Yeah.
Yep, you're on the noodle barge.
Nice. Touchdown on the Noodle Barge.
Also give me that beautiful Constitution save.
By beautiful, you mean terrible?
Oh, you save tremendously, so you don't get
Nice.
thrown noodles at you neither. Or if they do, they don't do any damage.
Excuse you, I'm a master weeb and a queen of ramen.
Rin, your turn.
Okay, so I need to jump onto the flower barge and then onto the noodle barge. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's what everybody else has done. Yep.
What? Okay. What barge is Rob on? I'm sorry, Dan Death. What barge is he on?
He is on the Monkeys and Small Pets barge.
Yeah, don't want to go there. Mm-mm. The flowers it is.
And you observe a monkey peeling a banana, getting ready to throw the peel in his footpath.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, even more reason not to be there. All right, so do a little backup, little run jump onto the flower barge next to
Nito.
Nito. Yeah.
Okay, you're next to Nito.
How much movement do I have left?
You can probably only move 5 more feet because it's difficult terrain.
Oh. And I don't have cunning action yet. What kind of BS? No, I do have cunning action, so I can take a bonus action as a dash.
Aha! Well, then you can
Uh-huh.
the noodle barge.
All right, to the noodle barge.
You're on the noodle barge. Give me that beautiful Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, shit. Wait, do I have something to help that? I do. Which I will need to code for later.
And you save, and you do not take any hot noodle damage.
Awesome.
Nito, it's your turn.
Hot noodle damage. We've got to figure out a way to keep that
Hey.
phrase around a while.
Think
Hot noodle damage, Batman.
yeah, right there.
Nito does monkey stuff, and he's on the hot noodle barge, and he can also give me the con save. He also saves, and therefore doesn't get any soba noodle in the face. Dan Death, your turn.
All right, well, let's see. Difficult terrain, so I'm going to go jump.
You're not going to free the monkey?
Not
Get the
freeing
monkey
the
out?
monkey.
That's
And then I will. That's my movement, and then I'll deal with what I have to deal with when I.
Give me a deck save first.
Dex save, okay.
this is the most aggressive market I've ever seen.
That's what the chat is saying. It's an aggressive marketplace.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you? Oh, yeah. You're aggressive.
You are successful, and you evade the monkey throwing the banana peel at you, and you run and jump and dash and all that stuff, and you're on.
All right, so that's my first movement. Now I'm gonna try to dash. So 10, 15, 20, and I'll just land there.
All right, give me a con save.
Okay, con save.
Soup
Panic, what is
save.
And
that?
you save on that, so you don't take any noodles to the.
Great. Now what barge am I on?
You are on barge number 5, which means you see a alchemical shop set up here, and there's lots of stuff to break. And it's a cramped barge, and you've landed successfully, but you realize if you move, you're gonna have to do some acrobatic type stuff, not to get doused in alchemical fluids and potions.
Okay.
And it so happens it's your turn again.
It is? Nice. All right, then I'm gonna, as carefully as I can, I'm just gonna step 2 and then jump over this barge.
All right, give me a dex check.
All right. May I use? Oh, it's the same.
And you failed. So something's going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You tell
no.
me what it is.
I'll let you get over there, but then I'll tell you what it is because I got to roll a d4. And the d4 was a 1. And now I got to find this. Hold on a second.
Let's
Panic, what
have
is
tables.
exactly is beef? Pure grass-fed beef?
I am grass-fed Beth.
Yeah, what is
Okay.
that?
Pure. It's like pure grass-fed beef, except buff. That's fun
Beth.
for me.
It was
Beth.
fun. It was. I like that you added for me at the
Well, I can't assume it's fun for anyone
Yeah,
else. That would just
right,
be
right.
rude. Plus, I'll
So
laugh at the
you
dumbest stuff.
shrink to half of your dimension.
What?
What, I spilled some potion on me or something?
Yeah, you got hit by
Okay.
a potion of demutation, and apparently it made that effect on you.
Nice.
Need me to go pick you up?
So you are half your size. You weigh 1/8 your weight, and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Hey.
On the plus side, we could probably throw you across the
No, I'm gonna go pick him up. It's fine.
I'm gonna swim for it.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh,
figure
don't
out how
do
to
it.
drop this effect on you.
Dan Death, don't do it. You're now just a snack.
That snake's gonna eat me.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you're the perfect size for a snake to eat you now. Don't move.
Alright, I'm gonna just stay put. Don't worry.
All right, I put the effects on you. You have been reduced.
He is
Okay.
small now.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the other barge? The one that Dan did not jump on.
Left, right, north, south. What?
Right in front of Nito.
Oh, in front of Nito. Okay, one sec. I will tell you. That barge looks like it has fireworks on it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Maybe not for a
That's
tiefling.
fine. No big
I mean,
deal.
I can get lit on fire sometimes, but that I'm not
Yeah,
like into it specifically. It's just I
yeah, but I
can't.
mean, they're just fireworks. As long as you don't drop a match, everything's fine. Or breathe fire, whatever.
What would you like to do, Ren?
And then what's the barge below the fireworks barge? Let me take a look at these barges and figure out which path is not going to screw me up the most.
So the barge to the southeast, it looks like there's maybe like a fortune teller or somebody like that there.
Oh, that's cool.
So you'll
All
either
right.
get your love fortune or you get cursed.
I ain't scared. All right. I am going to go ahead use movement, jumping onto fireworks barge, and then I don't know if I have enough movement with my cunning action dash to get onto the fortune teller. So I'm going to have to let Mark tell me yes or no.
How much can you move?
Total of 90.
Yeah, you can actually get all the way to the fortune teller.
To the fortune teller, I say. Please.
So you skip to Lou and jump over the fireworks barge. Careful not to set anything on fire because it looked like it might get exciting if you did that. And the fortune teller says, "Oh, how about a donation? I'll tell your fortune."
Do it.
To that, I will say.
Do you really want to
Mm,
say no to a fortune teller?
I do. I do want to say it's so bad because I think she's a scam artist.
Well, she probably is, but what if she isn't?
I'm going to say keep your fortune and charms, take this 5 gold, and I will be on my way.
And you have advantage on your next roll of the d20.
Nice.
Oh,
You're gonna have to remember that because I have no idea to count that.
God damn it. I'll put a note.
God damn it.
Because it could be for any type of thing, you know. All right, that's the end of Rin's turn. Nito, you're
I will go on to the fireworks.
all right. You have landed on the fireworks barge.
That effect is in the effects. That'll give her advantage on anything she rolls.
But just for one roll?
You can set it to roll, yeah.
All right, well, I'll do that then.
Oh, he's just being a lazy DM. Is that what that is?
Huh?
I say this and I'm just going to get murdered one day.
One day soon. Very, very soon.
Yeah, don't leave it so far in the future. That's so pessimistic. Make it right now.
Cool, and I can take off that note I don't need anymore.
Do you have to roll anything for that barge?
Sorry, say again?
Do you have to roll anything for landing on the fireworks barge?
No, not unless you just want to set it on fire.
Well, since everybody's having pretty good luck with that barge with the weird looking, long, rocket looking things on it, Reginald will go there.
You don't want to go
So
to the
that's 20.
alchemist ones? Come on, do it. See what kind of potion you bring.
It could be interesting.
You set her
I can make
effect
it to,
to
like-
roll, Mark.
No.
And then with the dash action, let's see, that's 10, 20, 20. And then to right like there.
All right, the fortune teller asks you as well.
Oh, fortune. No, thank you. But here, and Reginald scatters a handful of whatever he grabs out of his pocket, 3 gold.
It's lint.
In her,
It's just all lint.
All right.
It's all freaking pieces of copper, whatever.
And when I figure out how to do this correctly, you'll be able to do it too.
I love how we're giving this fortune teller money with none of the benefits of knowing whether Jupiter is ascendant or not.
Right? What my fortune and love is.
I know. It's like, are we compatible?
I mean, how long is this going to last? Really?
Is this the right career path for me?
All right, Panic, your turn.
Cool. Well, I have a mission to go rescue my boss. So I can fly over to where Dan Death is.
Yes.
Now let's see. Um
So you fly over there.
was that a question or a statement?
Well, you said you wanted to fly next to your boss, so I moved you over there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, awesome. I guess, can I fly as a dash? Like, how far away is that the
Yeah.
shore?
You if flying is a normal movement, you can dash. If you don't
Yeah,
take another
you can
action.
fly twice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna heft tiny Death on over my shoulder and just start a flapping away to the other side of the room, trying really hard not to baby talk because that's disrespectful.
You can snatch and grab Dan Death, and you
Meanwhile,
realize that you flew past a shop of fine weapons. And you could have bought something from the player's handbook, or perhaps stolen it.
Or perhaps stolen it, he says.
and while
Perhaps.
you're trying to maintain very respectful, I'm like, wee.
Geico pig.
Oh,
I love
God.
it.
Inside, I'm like, I need a raise. I need to ask for a raise. That's what I need to do. I just need to ask for a raise. 80 cents to the dollar, they say.
All
That's
right.
what you should ask for is 80 cents to the dollar.
No! I need to ask for more.
You're up.
It'd be 80 copper to the gold.
Yeah.
80, oof. Oof, that's so
80,
bad.
80 silver to the gold. No, 80 copper. I don't know.
80 copper. Yeah, you're right.
80
Yeah,
copper,
you're right.
80
She's
yeah.
copper
right.
to
She's right.
gold. I can't do math, to be honest. That's why I'm
All right.
getting 80
Nito
cents.
does regular movement. Do you want to dash as well?
No,
No. Okay.
but I'll ask the fortune teller if she can tell me somebody else's fortune.
So nosy.
That's funny.
Extra.
It costs
what,
extra?
what about him? Tell me his fortune.
How much does it cost?
4 gold.
They
Worth
each
it.
paid 5 or 3. Well, whatever. That's funny.
What? Whose fortune do you want told?
Let's find out about Panic.
Panic has serious boss issues.
Damn it. We already knew that. That's not a fortune.
Just shout over my shoulder. She's a scammer.
Is there no fortune teller client privilege here? I mean,
No.
That's not a thing.
All right,
The
Reginald,
whole
your
way.
turn.
all right.
The whole way she's getting all of her information is through the gossip she gets through everybody else.
And you successfully crossed, and you are on the land. Rin, your turn.
To the land, please.
You land on the land. And Nito, you might as well go because you're the last one on a boat.
I mean, he could stay there. He's having a
Nito's
very
on the land.
in-depth conversation with the fortune teller, apparently about other people's love.
There you go. All right. You have reached the land, and you see shortly in front of you a door that looks very much like the door that you came through.
I am not touching that. Somebody with a pen touched that. I've made my mistakes.
All right, who's got the pen? Oh, it's me.
Yeah. Who's got it?
The rhythmic patting of one's pockets to see where one's pin is.
Well, you know, people are always stealing my pen.
That sounds like a personal problem.
For some
when you
reason,
gotta put
Dan
it on a
Death
chain.
in for some reason, diminished Dan Death makes me think of the Puppet King from Harmon Quest.
There you go.
I haven't seen it.
All right, so Reginald, you going to open the portal back?
Yes.
You open the portal back, and you are all back in the room that has the 7 doors with the glowing stones.
Son of a gun.
So, which one do we not pick?
That was purple.
Don't pick purple.
Okay, not purple. Unless we
Panic
need
picked
more
purple,
rock.
and that went poorly.
Red.
Yeah. Thanks, Rin.
Do we want to try red next?
I
Is
got
that
that
the-
alliteration.
Yay.
They said red, but white pearl circle is the one that appeals to me. So I'm gonna.
It's a trap.
All right. So you select that one.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Reginald uses his performance skill as he opens the door.
As the portal opens, you feel a lurch as its magic wraps around you. The door is gone suddenly. You are standing in a hot and humid warehouse filled with crates stacked to the ceiling. Windows high up in the walls let in a light and reveal what look to be tropical trees outside. The crates are organized in maze-like rows, making it hard to see how far the warehouse spreads. From somewhere to your right, you hear a humming, running footsteps, and the squeak of a wheeled cart drawing closer.
Hey, I don't think this is the right one.
And you see this. You see Dagdra Deepforge.
Looks like somebody important.
She looks
He's got
angry.
oh, this is my
There's a
soulmate.
tabard that is so worn the bottom half of the image it appears bare. It appears bears is missing. That doesn't make any English sense. Sorry.
He's got a whore hammer. She's my
Oh.
girlfriend.
Let me
And
read
she
this
owns a
again.
hamburger joint.
So at the bottom of her tabard, you can kind of see it there that the logo or whatever it is half worn out.
Yes.
And if someone were to do a religion or a perception check, they might recognize the symbol. Dan Death recognizes, as does Nito, that this is the symbol of Moradin.
She doesn't look dwarvish.
And so she's pushing a cart loaded with Cthulhu-themed tourist keepsakes and collectible.
Ooh, I want some.
Themed after what?
Chulton.
Cholton.
Oh my gosh, I thought you said Cthulhu.
That's what
Did
I
not say
thought.
I heard
Cthulhu
that
because it's
too.
trademarked.
I
He
got
did-
frightened. I got
He
totally
did,
but when
afeared.
I
he
didn't
I'm not
say
so
when he
interested
said
in
the
that.
because it's trade.
when he said the
Now, everybody,
Yeah,
we're
when he
going to
said
be
the
quickly
tropical
switching
stuff.
over to Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Everybody pull up new character sheet. Like, all right. Somebody make a sanity roll.
Okay. So you have seen her. She has not seen you yet.
looking around for another one of those doors. That
You
would
do
be our
not see
exit.
it. You just see a maze of crates.
I'm going to be a Cheaty McCheaty face. Can I get a vantage point above everyone's heads? How high are these crates going?
It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark warehouse.
Should be easy to duck behind something there.
It's rated as the Lost Ark warehouse. Oh no.
Could I Flappy McFlap my way up, or is
Yes,
it too high?
So the ceiling is 75 feet high.
Oof.
The
Just need to find
crates
a
go
bird.
like 65 feet high.
Oof. No, my fly ends after like 30 feet. I'm gonna hide.
Nito's gonna hide too.
Reginald's going to hide 3.
How many are you gonna hide, Rin?
Fuck, are you guys hiding? I'll have to hide.
I'm gonna hide away from Dan.
I guess I should hide too.
Everybody scatter.
And that should have done my advantage thing too.
Yeah, but it didn't go away. But you can leave it if you want to. That's
No,
fine with
Yeah,
me.
he didn't
the effect
set it
went
for
away.
one roll. That's what I was asking him earlier.
Oh.
That
I
was
don't-
gone off a rim though.
Yeah, it's off of me. He didn't set it up right first, Reginald.
He did.
No, because it's still there.
Exactly.
Oh.
As far as he's concerned, he did set it up right.
Is there no more?
Boo.
Say no more, say no more. Like photos.
I hope I set that up right.
No, it's I think
No.
it's save :1, comma, and then the small letters dexterity.
The
That's
whole
right.
word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like I typed in the chat earlier to you.
I missed the little colon thing.
But I did small word dexterity too.
Can we see what's on the cart that she's pushing?
Yes. So you are mostly hidden except for Dan Death, but he's so small nobody notices.
Damn it.
And you see these tchotchkes, but you also notice they have the Acquisitions Incorporated logo,
Wait, what?
and you think that they're knockoffs, and Drana Enterprises is trying to make you guys look bad.
Hold up.
Oh, this will not stand.
No, it won't. Go get him, Reginald.
I jump out. How about you?
Reginald gets up and starts to get out from behind the concealment. Panic a chance to drag him back if she was just kidding.
Well, I've already got to handle this toddler, so I'm just like holding on to the back of Dan Death while he's like trying to get out. Like, no.
There you go. So Dagger starts yelling, "Hey, what are these people doing here? Why are they here?" And just getting quite loud.
I was wondering that myself, says Reginald.
Oh my god.
Can you explain this?
Oh, I'm managing the inventory. These orders keep coming in. This is like worse than working at Amazon.
These are the worst quality tchotchkes I've ever seen in my life. Why are we selling this junk?
I don't make the stuff. I just try and move it when it comes on an order. I get an order in the sheet and I got to go fill it real quick or I get beat up.
Indeed. Well, direct me to the door. I will go and take care of this personally.
Well, you can help me by getting some of these inventory items. Then you can get to the other side of the warehouse that way.
Fine. I will help you pick merchandise from the warehouse.
There you go. Okay, the first three things we need are Chultan Body Tan Body Lotion, a Feathered Dino Furry Hand Axe, and a Voodoo Doll of Omendran.
Okay. Can I see any of that stuff anywhere around? Or
Well,
any
you
indication
could.
of how to find it?
So give me an investigation or a survival check.
Survival. Oh my gosh.
Survival. Oh, that's a good one. That's Wiz. Okay.
All right, so you find the Chultan Body Tan Body Lotion.
Please. The next one was the
Feathered
feathered
Dino
axe.
Fury Hand Axe. Quite a catch.
Yeah.
Athletics or
Nice.
history?
Yeah. Oh,
All right, they're different checks for different items.
yeah. Gotcha. Athletics or history? Well, history's -2, so that's out. Well, athletics it is.
You find the Dino Furry, although it takes a little longer than you.
Okay.
And the last item you need to get is a Voodoo Doll of Omendran.
Right. What do I need to roll for that one?
That's probably worth telling you. Arcana or religion.
Okay. Arcana or religion. Again, we have a -2 to 0 competition here.
Oh
So Arcana.
boy.
Okay, and now you've found the items. Give me a athletic or dex check to put them into the cart. As she's running around, you're trying to put them in the cart. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics? Yeah, acrobatics sounds good. Do you have to do this every day?
I do this all the time.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We need to find some way to automate this process.
Okay. And hold on 1 sec. Sorry, stand by. Okay, and hold on 1 sec. Sorry, stand by. Okay, you don't quite get the last item in the cart and it falls to the ground.
I'll have to grab another one.
Except for now you may all roll initiative.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Because the bearded devil productivity specialist appears and starts attacking you.
Wow, they do not mess around with quality control in here.
Wait, so the manager is literally the devil?
Quality controls the devil.
Quality controls the devil. Nice.
Well, I've always said that. It's just never been quite so literally true before.
Are you trying to decide whether or not she's a friend or foe?
Yeah, just to get the combat right. She gets attacked by the bearded devil also.
Oh.
Wow, this place is hell to work for.
Bearded devil copy. What?
Yeah.
Somebody forgot to take copy off the name.
Got to take
when they
copy out
copied
of
it.
that. Nobody's fucking complained about that on the forums yet.
We're at the forefront over here.
Yeah,
All right,
nobody. I'll
well,
bet you nobody's played to 4th level yet, like we have. We started this shit right away.
Yep. Panic.
Panic, you are first act, and there's no map on this one, so you guys can kind of do what you want to do.
Okay. So we just see him coming up the way, charging at us.
Yes, he is harassing you about your lackluster performance and tries to start attacking you as a result.
That sounds logical. Is there a way I
Can't
can
drop
be
merchandise.
Oh boy. Is he like in our grills right now? Like
Well, mine and what's her faces, I assume.
Yeah, I'd say he's melee range for Reginald and for Dagdra, but the rest of you are ranged, or you're close enough to move to it, but you're not in melee.
no, yeah, I'm not a fan of this devilry. So I think I'm just gonna shoot him because but that's what archers do. Oh, that's a 2.
Kind of
Cheerbits.
a
Cheerbits
miss.
in the stream. Thanks for the
Yeah, but it's not a
cheerbits.
1, so
Was not a 1.
I'm gonna consider this a win. Just say nasty things about him in Infernal.
Nito, your turn.
I will get up in his.
Getting up in his grill, all right.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
No. I will end my turn.
Reginald, your turn.
Okay. Nito came up into melee range as well. All right. Bonus action, cast Hex on the devil.
Okay.
No.
Copy the target.
Yeah, now we got it. So I'm going to try to smite this thing with the Skeletor sword. Clovis, help me out.
Critical hit.
Cheerbits. Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the
I like it.
cheerbits.
He's gonna like this one.
Cheerbits.
Oh, we got
Thank you, Theory. Thank you, Beth. Beth.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So whatever I roll, then add
to it.
the whole dice roll onto it again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good boss Beth.
Woo.
Boom.
Oh,
So that's another 23
23.
points as well. So a total of 50 points.
Holy
Oh,
smokes.
critical, huh?
Yeah, critical.
Critical a bearded devil in one hit.
It's a one-hit
Right.
wonder.
Wunderbar.
And death.
All right, I run up there and I'm like, Whorehammer, Whorehammer!
Hit him.
Cheer
No,
bits.
Toddler
Cheer
Dan,
bits in the
don't.
stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
I do 2 damage, goddammit.
And that was partially resistant.
Oh, shit. Can I yell help?
Like help is not coming for you.
Cheer bits, Furied Fate. Uh-oh, Furied Fate's the
First attack missed.
Right, he can't hit me, I'm too small.
Second attack missed.
Small. SM all.
Rin, it is your turn. You are at range and you have companions in melee with a sucker. Rin, are you there?
Cheer bits. Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
Cheer bits. Good boss Beth.
I think Fury and I are fighting.
But then aren't you guys giving prizes
Just a
to
little
people? I
bit.
don't even understand what that is.
Yeah, if we do at least 200 cheer bits, you get prizes in the chat. You get special
Oh, cool.
They're having too much fun with the
Cheer
chat.
bits. Cheer bits in the stream.
All right,
Thanks for
Fate,
the
it's
cheer
your
bits.
turn, by the way.
Cheer bits. McClancy 10,006.
Oh, that's
Back down. Boss McClancy.
whatever. I'm not even gonna bother.
Donut
the
picture.
great cheer bit wars of 2019.
Yeah, so Rin, you are able
Cheer
to do your
bits.
sneaky
Cheer
shot
bits in
type
the
stuff
stream.
because
Thanks
that's
for the
what you
cheer
like to do,
bits.
and it's your turn.
So somebody's like right next to the devil.
Yep.
Ooh,
Cheer bits.
okay.
Nordic Geek cheer bits. He took him down.
And you critical hit.
Holy moly.
Oh my god, I killed the devil!
You killed the devil? That's
I
awesome.
killed the devil. Oh, so good.
Suck it, QC.
Panic just gives you this look of pure hatred. You killed a devil.
So in
I
addition
killed
to
the
killing
bearded
it, it also gets blasted by a magnifying glass and caused more damage. And you are out of combat.
Check it out. 6. Haha.
Will she give me a chance to
Back
put
to hell in a
another?
hurry.
Will she give me a chance to get another Omen Dran Voodoo Doll?
Well, no, but she has a new list of things. She wants you to find Little Explorer's first medicine kit. That's a medicine or survival check.
All right.
And a guidebook to famous Chultan day spas.
Okay.
So you find the Little Explorer's kit, and that's a history or deception check for the guidebook.
All right.
You find the guidebook, and then you need to find Jim Dark Magic's Feral Beast Pacifying Spray, which is animal
Nice.
handling or persuasion.
Okay.
Is it just water in a little misty bottle?
And you
Atomized.
find that one. And then you need to try and get it in the cart again.
So is that another athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Yeah, athletics or acrobatics. And you fumble.
No.
Oh no.
Well, at least there's no such thing as a skill fumble. I just didn't succeed.
And guess what happens?
Oh boy.
Another devil appears.
Because Quality control oversight comes back.
Jeez.
But I just sent him away.
Furied.
Whack-a-mole?
Am I first up in this round or
Looking that way so far. Is everyone
nice?
rolled initiative?
New.
What? Initiative? Did I do it?
No, I did it
No,
again.
I'm just gonna do it again because reasons.
Oops,
Oh,
I did
wrong
it
thing.
again.
I played with your
Britney
heart.
Spears. I know what you're doing.
All right,
If
Dan
any of
Death,
this is
you are
gonna,
first to go. You've got a
if
bearded devil in your way.
All right, I'm gonna have to try the same thing I did before. Cause wasn't I the one that just killed him in one shot? Oh no, that wasn't me. I'm gonna run up there. Say, it's break time.
Oh, you want to take a break now? You fumbled, by the way.
Yeah.
oh boy.
Nito, you're up.
Try this again.
The hit. Damage done.
And I'll flurry of blow.
The hit. Damage. Panic.
Yeah. No.
Damage light, but done. Reginald, you're up now.
All right, bonus action, move Hex onto this new QA guy, which these guys are getting tiresome. And, and say, Clovis, man, you hooked me up last time. Clovis, please guide my hand once more.
Clovis says yes. Hit.
I'll take it.
Clovis.
That's
If I ever
damage.
play, yeah.
All right,
If I
Rin,
ever
you
play
are
a
up. You
warlock,
can
I'm
do all
gonna
your
do
roguey shit.
Reginald's humming Tiny Dancer as he looks at Dan.
it.
That's a hit. So you did have him targeted.
No.
Oh, god dang it.
No. Tiny Dancer is another name I go by. This is problematic. I'm literally just came out of a game going by Tiny Dancer.
And you put it in the critical. But the bearded devil gets to go now.
Oh no. Where are we, Georgia?
Missed and
The
death.
devil
Yeah.
went down to Georgia. I know. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I get all these
references.
jokes, by the way.
Nice.
You missed Reginald.
Kill him.
And Dagra gets a chance at him.
Oh yeah, she's religious. She can
But
fix
she
this.
missed.
No, she cannot.
And the devil disappears.
What?
What?
Whoa. I guess they only got one round to get people back in line.
Yep.
Dancer for me.
You are
Oh,
generally they didn't think you would kill the bearded devil in one round.
We're a bunch of murder hobos.
And with the
Whoa.
disappearance of the bearded devil, Dagra shows you whatever the heck her name is. Dagra shows you, oh, you guys want to go out that door over there.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
And you go through that door and you're back in the portal room and we will take our break.
Oh
Very
boy.
good. 10 minutes?
10 minutes it is.
10
10
minutes. 10 minutes.
Local guy pan, 10 minutes.
All right, everybody. So we're going to take a 10-minute break on the stream. I will put a counter on there for you. And I will, of course, change the slide for next week. Let's do that now. Do it. Gonna go into Acquisitions Incorporated. All right, Acquisitions Incorporated. Not here. So I gotta go to Twitch and YouTube. So let's on Windows 10. Don't. All that. That'll be episode 13 on the 13th. October 13th. Save it. Lock it. Load it. Now I can open the other one. Slide. Not liking the speed in which these file things open. Episode 12, which is the one we're doing right now. That one, you guys don't see this. Bitboss Wars. Fancy, Bitboss. Save this as a JPEG. Boom, like that. Don't forget, tonight we're going to be going over the Death Indicator extension. However, even more exciting than that, Valerian will be giving us a sneak preview on a secret project that's almost done. That's going to blow people. Fire in the mountain, run boys run, digga 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 digga. Devil in the Rising Sun. I do not like country music, but there are certain classics that don't know why these players can't see their maps and shit on. You know the rest, everybody. Alright, Diet Coke might not be... Let me walk around for a couple minutes. So, we will get back to the game, everybody, in 6 minutes. Nito, what's a monk's hit dice? D8?
Yeah.
So it should be...
It's 8 plus your con at level 1, and then...
Right, so it should be 9 plus 15 plus 3. Your D&D Beyond says 31, probably because you ticked a box or make some thing that it did. Let me go see if I can figure out your D&D one.
Is everybody back? If you're not back, say you're not back.
Raise your hand if you're absent.
All right, everybody check back in. You are back in the portal room. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to take a short rest, but in the portal room doesn't seem like a good place for it.
So Nito, I long rested your character on D&D Beyond, and it says you have 27. So that must have just been a glitch or something.
No, it's because I just changed it.
Oh, okay. Well,
It must be because you fixed it.
yeah, but it should be 27. That's right. All right, what happened? We leveled up. Level up.
We did
Not just perhaps not just yet.
We did white pearl and purple amethyst so far. Somebody else picked the next time.
Red.
I picked white pearl, and that was red. Everybody think okay with?
Wait, are we gonna rest? Holy shit! I'm not gonna go into any more battles unless we at least.
And aren't you still tiny? Like my
Yeah,
size?
when does that
or
go
are you
away?
smaller than
Yeah,
mine?
so your thing expires now. Let me go fix it.
Oh, good. I mean,
I like
good.
Tiny Dan.
Figaro.
See, I was laughing at your earlier comment, but I couldn't like turn the mic on because I had chips in my mouth. So
All right. So are we gonna short rest, or what do we want to do here?
Well, do we want to rest right here in this room that could be a crossroads for traffic for Grand Enterprises?
That is what you believe it is, yes.
we're in a city.
Yeah, we could just go to an inn and take a long rest.
We could just sit down at a table and just breathe for a little bit. Sit on the sandy beach, stare out at the ocean, think about life.
Mm-hmm.
Is there cake by the ocean?
Rin, give me a insight check. So, Rin, an idea plants itself in your head that maybe you're in a race against time against the other group with the guy who had the things instead of a face.
That sounds about par for the course.
So
maybe-
we don't have time for this. We need
maybe
to, like,
we better-
boogie.
Just drink some potions and shit or whatever.
Do we have potions?
I have no potion of healing.
You do know where there's a barge full of alchemy shit.
Hmm.
What was that? The purple one, right?
Yes.
So purple one to market. Because I could use a couple potions of healing. Apparently, I have a lot of money that I should spend.
Well, we can go back in there. Oh, well, we don't need to. Drake Takes has just redeemed a long rest for the party.
There you go.
Sweet.
That saves game time anyway. Thank you, Drake.
Well, I guess that means as soon as the DM handles that business,
We can go open
red
these
feldspar
doors.
triangle, here we come.
Yeah.
You have been longly rested. Per chat. Thanks, chat.
Red door.
Drake, you are a gentleman and a scholar, Drake.
Drake is a gentleman and a half-ass scholar.
Whoa.
Is he good half or bad half? You know,
To decide, upper or lower.
left or right?
Right.
Okay.
And now the
So you're gonna-
ASMR section of the stream.
So Reginald is going to open iron door number red.
Red feldspar
Number red.
triangle, number red.
Number red.
Okay. The moment you open the iron door, a tug of magic leaves you clinging shakily to a triangular four-top platform high above the deck of a gently swaying cargo ship. From your vantage point, 40 feet above the deck, you can see dozens of crew members below. All wear the livery of Dran Enterprises, and most carry swords and crossbows. Rigging rope ladders connect your platform to the crow's nest in the middle of the ship. Similar rigging connects the crow's lip to a platform at the aft end of the ship. On that far platform, you see an iron door, the exit portal.
Would I assume that this is the Maverick?
It is not the Maverick.
Oh.
You might have assumed that it was, but it's not.
Okay. One can hope. So we need to try to make our way across this rigging to the aft part of the ship.
Yes, you are trying to get to the crow's nest.
Flappy flap.
Can you still carry me?
No, you're not small anymore.
Uh,
I don't have to carry anybody.
All right. Well, how hard is it going to be to traverse the riggings to get to the crow's nest?
You feel that it would require a use of athletics or acrobatics.
I want to try it.
Seems
Roll
like-
that beautiful check.
Seems indicated.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration on this. One of them. Athletics or acrobatics. Here we go.
Okay. So Nito is rolled, Reginald's rolled, Dendeth is rolled. What about Panic and Rin? That was initiative, by the way.
Rin wants to.
The fight nothing.
Rin wants to battle.
It's the rough and tumble rogue.
Not stabbing
Acrobatics
the
or
rigging. Don't
athletics,
do
Rin?
that.
Okay,
All right.
sorry.
You, as an entire party, all have a rough time of it. But you make it across. But you need to all give me a stealth check. Yeah. You, however, despite your ineptness at climbing the rigging, you don't make enough noise for anybody to notice you, and you make it across to the crow's nest.
Whew.
Right.
Well, one leg down, one leg to go.
And let's say, who's the first two to arrive at the crow's nest?
Dan Death.
Okay, Dan Death, and maybe, I don't know, who else?
Neato.
Who's
Yeah, the monk's pretty quick. Both of you give me perception checks, please. I don't know why. Okay. So Dan Death notices something. He notices what he thinks is the ship's cook, Bardock. How you know his name, I don't know, but he wears an apron that says Big Daddy Donar's Yum Yum Hut.
Hmm.
And I tell everybody, look at that.
I hear they have the best ribs in Baldur's Gate.
We should talk to them about buying food. Say with a heavy question mark at the end of my sentence.
Food for what?
For us to eat.
Oh, because rations taste disgusting.
Yeah, rations are just boring.
I mean, he runs the Yum Yum Hut, you know?
Who doesn't want to go to the Yum Yum Hut? Just listen to that.
I, for one, love my hardtack.
Hardtack.
I'm curious. Let's go to this Yum Yum Hut.
Yeah.
So you're gonna talk to Bardock, right?
Yeah, we're gonna speak with his Bardockness.
Oh, okay. Good to see you here. What can I get you? What can I get you?
Oh, what is on the menu, fine sir?
Oh, well, we have the ribs.
Oh,
Still
the
have some
ribs.
We
The
can't
ribs
do
it shall be. Ribs for
Probably the
everybody.
best in Baldur's Gate.
I slam down whatever I think the price is. I slam down double that, and I say ribs for everybody.
All right. So he gives you all a set of ribs.
How much money should that be that I put down?
I don't know how much ribs are. Hey, gold for the party.
A gold for the party. Okay. Then gotta start eating ribs. Sauce all on the face and whatnot.
You get saucy.
Living the dream.
Yep.
This is what we RP for.
Damn it! Now I want ribs.
There you go. All right. While you're doing that, you're looking around, and you notice on the main deck below, where you are in the crow's nest, there is a female elf dressed in green leather armor and has been studying a map of the Sword Coasts marked with trade routes. A number of other maps are stuffed into a backpack at the foot of the mast.
I bet Rin could sneak down there and nab those maps out of that.
Why
backpack.
is that our first impulse?
Because it's the right one.
Start stealing shit. That's our impulse all the time.
Wait, put a bucket over her head first.
What
Why
is
a
that?
bucket?
What
What's
does
that?
that
What's
do?
that mean?
She won't see you steal it then.
Huh.
I'm totally not hazing you right now.
God, what was I gonna say? I mean, I do have a thing so the boat doesn't go away. Apparently, I have somebody sneaked an item into my.
Why don't we just lower you down? You grab it, and then we raise you back up.
Yeah, like Mission Impossible
Mission
style.
Impossible. Let's do it.
Oh, this sounds like horrible, horrible bad ideas.
You might be able to fetch it with a grappling hook.
Hey
No, no,
Siri,
no.
play Mission
Who
Impossible.
has a
theme.
grappling hook?
Oh, look around, see what you got.
I think Dan Death got a grapple.
Dan Death does have a grappling hook.
All right, I'll hook that into Rin's belt without permission
Oh my
and
god.
push her
What is
off the
this?
ledge. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Why don't you use the grappling hook to grab the thing? Oh, I guess that
Oh.
doesn't work now.
Yeah, grappling hook doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Because this is more fun.
Is this broad daylight? Like we're just gonna lower a person down, no one's gonna see it from a 40-foot
Yeah.
crow's nest. We're gonna have to go down there and make a distraction. And now, wait a minute. Why do we want these maps? What are we even doing?
Because she was described.
all the trope.
So need those maps, huh?
Yes.
All right, Nito, go get them. Wait, who's
Okay.
not Nito?
Reginald, please.
The rogue. The rogue is stealthy. Go, just climb down the rigging and whistle, a little bit like you're just mopping the floor. And then,
Or we could talk to her like normal people.
oh, you think maybe she wants to sell us the maps?
Or if she's just traveling.
Reginald
He's studying those
realized
maps
he
pretty
needs to
intently.
tie his hair back to keep the rib juice from getting into it.
So she's studying one map, but the other maps are in an unattended backpack at the base of the mast.
Ah, unattended. Well, now we're...
Well, I mean, proximate, but she's not staring at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just say you rogie on down and put up.
Rogie on down and thief it up. Okay,
That's right.
sure.
That's my advice.
You heard him.
I'm the
So-
decisioner.
Down I go.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Thud.
In this case, Inquisitor it up, I guess.
Well, you rolled a 20 on your acrobatics check.
Yes.
So you drift down there, you snag the backpack, and you get up, and other people are like, "Did she go yet?"
It all happened in like a cloud floating within a second.
Why you guys were talking about ribs? I mean,
You just went and got those. Nice
And
job.
you have found a backpack and maps worth 500 gold.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
We literally just up and robbed somebody.
We can start our business now.
When have
Alright,
we
so
not done that?
You're at the crow's nest. Now to get to the aft platform, you've got to go through the rigging once more.
And to be
so
fair, we
I will
did
need
rob.
a athletics or acrobatics check from each of you.
And
I'm
to be
gonna
fair,
put
we did rob
maps for the-
Dren Enterprises.
I'm going to use my second and last inspiration for this roll because I do not want to fall.
All right, who hasn't rolled yet? So Nito, Panic, Reginald, Ban, Rin. You gotta
I have to do it again?
again.
Ugh.
All right, and you all make it to the aft platform. But let me read you something.
Uh-oh.
Even as your group reaches for the aft portal, you see another group appear through the foredeck portal.
No.
5 humans surround a tall purple-skinned creature in black and purple robes, which has 4 tentacles where its mouth should. Again, oddly, these tentacles are tied together in a stylish handlebar mustache. The companions fire arrows and swing down the rigging to do battle below. As the portal begins to close, the tentacle creature looks up and watches you coldly.
Well, boo.
And stand by 1 sec.
I can't get it. Oh, I got it with a credit card. Very exciting.
You know we can hear that, right?
Yeah, I know you can hear it.
Tool use, it's what makes us human.
Forget my typo. Okay.
Does shooting finger guns count as an act of aggression?
Not in my world. That's not aggressive or a triggering event or anything like that.
Okay, then Nito's fine.
However, a whole lot of banditos show up.
Oh, okay.
Holy bandito.
Yeah, I don't think this encounter is exactly right. Anywho, you may all do that thing called roll initiative. Bandit 1 goes first. Now, there's no map for this, so we're just going to make it up as we go.
So where exactly are they? Are they on the nest with us?
They're in different parts of the ship. Most of them are at range.
Okay.
All right, this is sort of slightly amusing. So he fumbles. This is a strange one. I have to figure out how to roll this. So he fumbled, and so time progresses forward with every proceeding time except for your target until after it makes its next turn. So I guess that means that Dan Death.
That just means Bandit 2 and Bandit 5 get skipped.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah!
Dan Death is up.
All right, are any two of them adjacent?
Sure, let's say 2 and 3 are right next to each other.
Okay, and then what's my distance? Is it less than 60?
Yeah.
Toll the dead. One failure. You gotta take...
Save.
Yeah, 7 points. Okay.
Nito, your turn.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot number 2.
Shoot him while he's down. That's a hit.
Yeah.
And you killed him. There's one less bandit on this earth. Bandit 3 is going to shoot a crossbow at Reginald. what he meant. Reginald's turn.
Is any of them in range where I can melee them?
Let's say 9 and 10 are in melee range.
Okay. 9 sounds good. I will go ahead and bonus action transfer Hex onto, and then Clovis willing, he will get the Skeletsword upside the head.
Hook Norse. Oh yeah.
That's a hit. That killed him.
Right.
Very nice.
All right. Bandit 2 is going to shoot a crossbow at. Missing. Rin, it is your turn.
Okay, are any of my companions next to any of the bandits?
Reginald is near Bandit 10.
Like within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a hit. Do a whole lot of damage.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
That's all right. You killed it.
Awesome.
All right, Panic, it is your turn. I think it's, yeah, there you go.
Okay. Arming myself with a crossbow this time because I am starting to hurt for arrows.
There are 20 arrows in the party sheet, by the way.
I'm taking them after this fight. Just selfishly. I'm gonna take like 9 of them.
There you go.
Let's see. And Bandit 7. I see you over there, Bandit 7, shooting at Rin. Not cool.
There you go. That was a miss.
That's unfortunate. Crossbows are very different from longbows.
Bandit 4 is trying to hit Panic. But didn't succeed. Bandit 5 tries to shoot a crossbow at Nito. Hitting the otherwise wily monk unless he's going to do a reaction.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage for.
Nice. Reflected
But I don't have a crossbow, so I'll just toss it out.
All right, does that return damage to him or just heal you?
Just heals me.
Nope.
Rin, did you
Hey.
test your timepiece of travel effect to see if it works?
Yeah, they work.
Okay, so no comma. Okay, good.
Oh, no, the comma's there. It just doesn't show up on the
Oh, it is
thing.
there. Okay. Okay.
Bandito 8 missed red. And we are at the top of the order, and documents are in. You are first to act.
Okay, since there is no map, who is next to who?
Right now, all the bandits are ranged and not near anyone.
Boo. Okay. Let me take a look at Bandit 1. And I am trying to do the insightful.
You are insightful. It's a hit. And that's a former bandit.
Burt Reynolds
Bandit
is
3
dead.
Crossbows tries to crossbow the Reginald. Missing. Bandit 4 tries for the panic. And fumbled.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
And panic, even though this isn't really how it works because he fumbled badly, you get an opportunity attack at him.
Oh, hey. Does that include shooting him in the face?
It does.
And that was Bandit 4, correct?
Bandito 4, yes.
Let me not be targeting Bandit 7 then.
And you take advantage and you hit him. He did some damage. Bandit 6 tries to shoot a crossbow at Nito. Missing. Bandit 8 tries at Reginald. Also missing. Bandit 5 is going to try at Dan. And critical hits. But
Not
there's no
accept.
attack.
What?
Advantage. Dan Death, it's your turn.
All right. Is Bandit 4 adjacent to anybody?
No. They're all further away. They're all at range now.
Right, but are they not standing next to each other?
Oh, I'll say 4 and 5 are next to each other, or close enough to each other
All right.
for this, yeah.
In that case, 5 can especially suck it.
Fail.
Okay, so 5 was not damaged. So
Correct.
he's gonna. Five is gonna take an 8.
That's enough to get rid of 4.
Action surge. Oh.
Yeah.
Laughs and fighter.
Yeah.
Going after the 5. Big ol' hit. Boom, smoked him.
-1 for. I forgot Path of Kensai doesn't work.
So you would have been -1 to hit, you would have still hit him.
Well, the damage. So take away the 4.
Wow, it was more than enough to kill him.
Right.
Panic, your turn.
Scoping the battlefield. Looks like 7 still wants to get hit. I still just really want to kill number 7.
I'll take out 7 then.
I'll see if I can do that.
Well, you hit. That's a good way to start. That's not a good way to roll damage, though.
What is it with all these glancing shots?
And 7 changes his target from Rin to you.
Hey, 7. Hey.
7.
Hitting.
Oof.
Doing a little bit of damage.
You think I feel that weak? Excuse me.
We almost trash talked. Reginald.
Yeah, Reginald's got his eye on bandit number 3. Let's loose with a ululating yell of the name of Clovis as he unleashes an agonizing blast, which
Myth.
plunks into the water somewhere.
Bandit 3 decides to shoot at you because it's his turn. You miss. 7 tries to get the panic,
Of course.
but
As one
missed.
does.
Dan Death, it is your turn.
Who
All
taught
right.
you to shoot your grandmother?
Is 7 next to anybody?
No, these are all now they're all separated from each
Oh,
other.
now they're just
Yeah.
pissing me off. Okay, here we go.
Correct.
I am going to bonus action a little something I like to call healing word on myself.
Word.
Word up. Right.
Heal up. Panic. Still targeting number 7.
Yeah, this time it's actually kind of personal. I'm thinking of just ignoring him because, that might hurt his feelings more. But this is fun and I like it.
Well, you hit him. And smoked him.
Shot through the heart.
There you go. And at 8, tries to take a pot shot at Rin. Missing. And at 6, going to try to do the same to Nito. To the same effect of missing. Rin, it is your turn.
How does that mind flayer keep getting more dudes?
A little wink here, a little sway of the hips there.
Okay, first question first. Who's
Favorable
next to
factor.
who?
None of them are next to anybody.
Ugh,
They're all
why?
alone and elsewhere.
They've gotten wise.
Okay, so try some insightful fighting on.
You were insightful. That's a hit. That is now a former bandit.
So nice. Okay.
Nito, it's your turn. Going after number 8. The hit. Puts the bandit in a critical. Reginald.
Well, bandit number 3 is still up, and as my dad Huck Norris would say, it's time to impeach that guy.
Mm.
Glad the impeacher. That's a hit. And you killed him.
That's what I call a successful impeachment.
Oh my god.
All right, Nito, you're up. I'm moving past that comment, just like it was.
You are a better man than I. Mostly because I'm not a man, but
That's a
kill the
hit.
bandit, kill the bandit.
And the bandito is dead.
That was the bandit.
It's bandit season.
It's bandit season.
That was the last bandit.
I'm really giggly today. Oh my gosh.
And I'll split the arrows with you because I'm down to my left.
Okay. Take what you need and I'll take what you don't take.
Big Daddy.
So I'll split it. So 10 for me, 10.
Perfect.
I have a whole light crossbow with crossbow bolt case and bolts that I don't even use if anybody needs them.
All right, so your path to the portal door back is clear.
Big Daddy. Let's go. Clear path.
His name is Donner Blitzen.
Yeah.
I just got
Yeah.
that.
I thought that was funny.
Isn't
my
that guy one
gosh.
of the C team?
Yeah, I think so.
He works with catering when he's not out adventuring.
Mm-mm.
No, Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Vixen.
Not personally, but sure.
Dasher and
All right.
Dancer and Richard Nixon. I'm not sure how it goes.
He is not a crook, and neither is he a reindeer.
If he was, I could have impeached him.
All right, so you are back in the
You're
room of
good.
many portals.
Oh, snap. What colors we have left? Let's do it.
Isn't there like an orangey tiger's eye thing?
Yeah. Yeah, some either yellow or orange tiger's eye.
The orange
That
tiger eye hexagon.
Hex it up.
All
Hey, it's my
right.
job.
Who's got the pin? Don't open it unless you have the pin.
Reginald has it.
All right.
I still have the pen.
Let's do it.
I have the conch. I will speak.
All right. At last, you step through the iron door that leads into a palatial room on Dran Enterprise's headquarters ship. How do you know this? A placard on the one richly polished wooden wall reads The Maverick. 2 dazzling chandeliers, fine paintings, and lacquered chairs and tables set with gold trim decorate this opulent and expansive study. Large curved windows to all sides reveal that you are below decks and far out at sea. The ship's wake extending behind it under clear skies, but you are not alone.
Dun dun dun.
So you see this gentleman, Brackus. I'm doing a whole lot of scrolling here, so give me a minute.
He looks smart.
All right. You're gonna see something else too, but
He's
I gotta
got spectacles, not glasses, but spectacles. Arms.
Is that Velociraptor? Like the really
I
old
see what you
meme?
did there.
It looks like Velociraptor.
a little bit.
I love it. I trust him implicitly.
Spells with a PH. Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Like there's other people around besides just Brackus.
Yes. So you see somebody else. I'm looking for the dude. Give me a second. I'll find a picture of him too.
Snorlax?
Snorlax. Oh, it's
You also see that dude.
that guy.
Oh, Mr. Mustache, fucker.
Mind Flayer handlebar mustache.
We're gonna
You
die.
also notice that the card that he's holding is the card from the guy with missing the brain. Just
Ooh.
Hey.
Of course, the Mind Flayer ate his brain. I make assumptions like that.
it happens. It happens.
Can
Mind
anybody
Flayers
read
going
the stuff
around.
on the-
So we're at that traditional part of the adventure where you may all roll initiative.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's right.
Tradition.
I bet there's even a map for this one.
Actually, I don't think there is,
Ooh.
but I can probably make one. Hold up.
Maybe we can talk our way out of this.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I would like to try with some bluffing and persuasion and
All right. Bluff and persuade me while I look for a map.
That's how much it matters to him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do while I get the map out that we're definitely using.
Oh yeah. No. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, he did not say true love. He said to blave, which we're all
Blave.
know
It's
means
the French is to bluff. Ooh,
I mean, you can try and bluff. I'm scrolling away here looking for something.
Yeah, no. Ew. I'm too straightforward. I don't take any of this bullshit.
She's an honest rogue.
Oddly enough, that's how I got fired.
Hmm.
I really wish they had a map for this one to make it easier. Things click happy. Stand by 1 minute while I find something.
Stand by.
Not excited to have my brain eaten by a mind flayer.
That was a really cool map. It's totally not useful for what we're doing, but it's a pretty cool map. Like every time I click on something, it goes to the wrong place, and I gotta go find all my damn maps again. Very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Did I see a map? I didn't see a map.
No, you didn't see a map.
He saw a map though. And he told a great tale about it.
I see a ship in the harbor.
I see a river flowing for freedom. That one's obscure, never mind.
All right. I can't find a map.
Theater of the mind. It's funny because minds and illithids.
Right.
Thanks. Hey, even I hated myself for that one.
We're gonna not use a map. That's the answer.
All right, that's the answer. I like it. Decisioner Mark DM.
Yeah, there's no map. But Nito is first to go. This big old 22.
I'm going to move in melee range of.
All right, you're in melee range of Bandit 1. You got Bandit. Yeah, there you go. Bandit 1 targeted.
Ooh.
All right, that was
I'll
a big
take that.
old critical hit, and I'm gonna put the thing in the chat, so don't do anything.
Definitely 30 feet into the air.
Well, we're inside of a ship cabin. Aren't
Definitely
You are.
30 feet into the air.
Yeah, let's say that the ceiling is maybe 12 feet high. It's a very big room.
What would happen if you got teleported into the ceiling? What if he clipped?
Well, he would if he was teleported 30 feet up, he would probably be somewhere else in the ship or even in the air.
But
If he was
up
teleported 30 feet to the side, would he
Or
Yeah.
40,
fall into?
30 feet down, he's probably in the ocean under the ship.
Yeah, I like that. Bullets hurt him a little bit.
Keel haul that guy.
Well, you
Oh,
killed him
well,
anyway.
guess what? Teleport him into nowhere. He's dead.
Teleported him to feed the sharks because he's gone.
I hate when the corpses vanish right after you defeat your enemy.
Can I move up to Bandit 2?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll slap him.
Slap him silly. Oh, you hit him. And you did some damage to him. And death.
Man.
Your turn.
All right. I'm going to use a second level spell slot. I'm going to bless the entire party except myself.
Nice.
That's how I do it.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
For what it's worth, I wrote down on my post-it note here, hashtag fail points.
Hmm?
All right, Ren, it is your turn.
Laughing at Voodoo's delight.
Voodoo's Delight sounds like a really great either a dessert or like a really good after dinner drink.
Band name.
I was thinking it was like
Yeah, an
it was
album.
like a Szechuan dish.
Yeah.
Voodoo's Delight.
Happy family.
Rin is insightful.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll it out in the open.
Oh, he is one of
But
those.
obviously towards Bandit too, because I'm trying to murder somebody.
Yeah. You put it on twice.
It's fine.
All right. Well, that was
It's
a hit.
fine.
It's just connotation to know that I'm being fucking insightful.
That is no longer a bandit. That is a smeared paste on the floor. Reginald, it is your turn.
All right. Reginald's taking issue with this mustache guy.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. We have the
Zorlax.
super intelligence guy going after the mind.
So bonus action, transfer Hex onto Zorlax, which sounds like the latest offering from Glaxo
Dr.
Wellcome.
Seuss.
And so what Reginald's going to do is Booming Blade and then move back 5 feet away from Zorlax so that when Zorlax comes towards Reginald, he'll trigger the Booming Blade extra damage.
All right, and that doesn't invoke an opportunity attack.
No, because I have mobile.
That's what I thought. Okay, go for it. Boom shakalaka.
All right. Really need your help this time, Clovis.
What, my bless isn't enough?
Well, and Dan
That's
Death, Dan Death
No.
definitely helped too.
Yeah, your thoughts and prayers mean a lot.
Thoughts and prayers. Oh, that's so good.
All right, so I put the effect on Booming Blade onto him, and I then roll the damage. And I move back 5 feet away from him.
All right. Panic, it's your turn.
How close to this brain eater am I?
You're, let's say, 15 feet away.
I'm gonna move another 15 feet back.
All right, you can move 10 and then you're into the room. So you're 25 feet away.
Sold. Okay. Let's take aim with a longbow because do not want.
That's a hit. I did some damage.
Gonna action surge.
You can action surge. That's also a hit.
His defenses aren't very happy, are they? Gosh, dingus, dang it.
Him.
What's with all these ones? This is not my day, y'all.
All right. Well, Brackus is not happy with Sarlacc, so he's going to try and attack him.
Yeah, fight the
Oh,
man.
Jim Brackus.
But he missed with both attacks.
Don't get murdered, Brackus.
Dear, I missed him with my. Nobody's old enough to know what that is.
It's Mr. Magoo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting flashbacks.
Jim Brackus, that's his Mr. Magoo.
Oh my gosh. Neato.
It's supposed to be stay hexy.
Stay sexy, don't get murdered.
All right, and he is going to try and attack Brackus.
No.
He was supposed to move and come after me.
But he missed the tentacles.
Yeah, Brackus pulled aggro. Uh,
Mind Blast Brackus,
oh my
sending
god.
him unconscious. Reginald, is your turn.
What the hell?
All right. Well, this time then, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse onto Zoravax.
Okay. So cursed.
And then step forward, booming blade, step back again.
Okay, got it.
Clovis, hope you're with me.
Boom.
He wasn't.
He was not.
Stand up.
All right, can Mr. Magoo be healed?
Yeah, I didn't remove him, so yeah.
All right, then I will. All right, so I will bonus action healing word Brackus.
He is not dead.
And then I will take aim at way more people than I should be. Let's just fix that. Okay, and then I will do my my thing. Where the hell are these things? Here it is.
The thing that does the thing about the guy?
Yeah, now I don't know why I did that twice. What's going on? Oh no, it didn't. He just has magic
You
resistance.
had advantage.
But he failed.
But he failed.
Fuck.
Took some damage. Alright. He is going to lash out at Reginald with a Mind Blast.
Uh-oh. Make that intelligence save, man.
Jesus Christ.
Effective 0.
Oh my god.
I think I failed my saving
No,
throw.
but that's canon.
You got a fucking 0 with bless. That's insane.
But you got
rolled a
your
one, a one, and
concentration.
had -2.
Holy shit.
Thankfully, I
not
still had
today.
resistance to psychic damage.
I'm crying.
Yeah, that helped a lot, actually.
That actually worked out somehow. We don't know why, but
Oh
it
my
did.
gosh.
All right, now
was
he
really
is going to lash you with his tentacles, and therefore, I think the booming blade shit happens, yeah?
I missed him, so no.
Oh, I got it.
It says if he moves.
Yeah, that was from last round. I missed this round.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And he crits No
Yeah,
effect.
No.
this isn't gonna be good at all.
Stop.
Oh!
What?
You resisted and saved.
Jesus Christ.
What
He's like,
on
what the heck do I do?
6-7, you took half of half? Great.
Oh my god.
Wait, what do you have on you that you took half of?
No, he's too dumb to get mind blasted.
I right when we first saw him back at the barges, I used an inspiration card to give myself resistance to psychic damage.
Right,
No,
but
no,
why
I
did
like
you
the
resist?
answer.
You resisted twice, not once. Because you took
I made a
22.
saving throw.
Oh, so it was half anyway,
Oh,
right?
the 22 was a concentration save.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
it
was my
was? Okay,
concentration.
my
Damage,
bad.
that was half to 7.
Okay, so it was 14.
Believe
Okay.
in fantasy grams, Rob. Believe in fantasy grams.
Yeah, but I do believe in it. No, I do.
Oh, boy, that was
All right.
scary.
What's Ren gonna do? Kill this fucker.
Well, Reginald is now adjacent to the critter, so you have your
The
foe,
critter.
your foe and friend situation.
So called for all the crits.
Called
Showing ZZZ on the thing.
Distinguished Colleague Benefit, also known as Sneak Attack.
We like to call it team building.
Are you going to assume she's going to use a bow and sneak attack? I think she might have to step away.
Oh, she's not there? Okay, yeah, she would.
Oh, sorry. I just came back. I had to get some more water. But yes, sneak attack.
You have an ally adjacent, so you can do all your sneaky stuff.
Okay, so Snorlax it is.
This guy's gonna rue the day he ever tried to suck my brain.
Or not.
That was a miss, unfortunately. Rin?
I never missed. Wait, I have inspiration. Can I reroll?
How dare you?
Yeah, no. Is that it? Neato.
I will move up and poke him with.
All right, you're gonna melee his ass. Got it.
Specifically.
That's a hit.
And
That just
I'll
you just
flurry
rolled
of.
That's
straight.
damage.
Sorry, you just
That's
rolled straight to damage.
Oh,
That's confidence for you right there.
Yeah, I undid the damage.
Did you say confidence or competence?
Confidence. Confidence.
Yeah, that was a miss. That
There
was
we
a
go.
hit. That was a hit.
Yeah.
That was some damage.
Why'd you roll 2 damages? You already rolled one before that was illegal.
it was flurry of blows.
He is
Right,
flurry.
but you only hit twice, not 3 times.
Correct.
He hit with
I
an
removed
unarmed.
the first damage.
Oh, you reversed it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Braggers is like, this dude freaking knocked me upside the head. I'm gonna club his ass.
No, don't do that. Run away.
Isn't he prone? He's got to stand up.
Yes, do it. Do
And
it, Bracken.
he critted.
No way.
Is this the new Gorko?
Oh, that'd be
Complete
pretty
with
cool.
complete
Oh,
with
snap.
butterfly meme.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
All because I healed him. Thank you. Finally did some cleric shit that helped. God knows Bless doesn't do anything for Reginald, I'll tell you that right now.
Panic. That's a hit.
Oh!
And you killed it.
Yes. Killing blow. Couldn't have done it without Brackus and Bless.
You are out of the combat.
Yay.
Go team.
Yeah. So, Marcus is thankful that you dispatched the Mind Flayer.
You're so very
Maybe,
welcome.
touch Reginald in a fantastic and help
Fantastic.
Got it.
second level cure.
Just reach out and touch somebody.
All right, so let me tell you the kind of stuff that happens. You guys are taking care of healing and whatnot.
Thank
So
you,
Brackus has
Bandit.
been aware of the characters in your franchise since the first time you used any of the Ori components.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Rin's using the time piece of travel.
Yep. And then he tells you that Dran Enterprises normally views taking over failed acquisitions and incorporated franchises as a sound investment decision. Salvaging those franchises for parts and turning them into proper business, nothing personal, of course,
I'm taking everything personally.
shouldn't. And I guess you tell a little bit of your story. And Brackus says in response, you could understand how Acquisitions Inc. might have thought Dran was involved, but clearly it was the Six, as evidenced
Oh,
by the
clearly.
mind player that you killed,
Hmm.
and all the bandits, of course.
Yes.
Yes, the
They seem
six.
to be linked to dark gods in the far realm, dangerous stuff. The Six came into possession of the Far Gear a year ago, one of the components of the Ori, and they're actively trying to get the other components of the Ori, hoping to rebuild it for some dark ritual. Brackus believes that recovering even a few components be enough for the Six to accomplish their goal. In an attempt to foil the Six, Dran Enterprise has secured two of the Ori's components, and knows that the Wheel of Stars is also stored securely in a holdfast known as the Horn Enclave, under protection of the dwarves.
Interesting. We can't happen to convince Dran Enterprises of them parting with those two pieces, can
He deems you worthy souls and gives you the chronometer and the dimensional loop from the
Oh,
Ori.
wow.
Oh,
We
snap.
can
Ooh.
convince. Who knew?
You need but ask.
He
Ask
gives you
and
some
ye
other
shall
stuff.
receive.
Stand by one sec.
Standing
Are you
by.
looking? Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So I
face.
put some loot in the party.
Ooh, a gold bracelet.
I
And
think that'd
it's
look really good on you.
it'll go with my gold necklace I'm already wearing.
And it's small.
2 potions. Star. 5
Well, you're
superior arrows. Hello.
superior
Decorated with green
arrows.
flames.
They're gonna be magicy
Ooh.
magicy.
Couple of potions.
Those are potions of healing. The arrows are probably arrows plus something, I'm assuming.
Superior arrow. They're better than you arrows.
They're silver. We want to
A really nice dagger there. If somebody needed those.
yes, the dagger's probably magical too. So we want
I
to
just
maybe
added 2 more things.
identify some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to identify the gear for sure.
Go to rest and identify some stuff.
Whoa, 30 platinum. Damn.
Some gold too. Nice.
The gear and the clockwork are gonna be. That's everything. I have all 5 on my screen of the things that we need to identify. So I say we take a short rest and identify this crap.
Yep, and we can pick up next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We also have one other small piece of business. You've all made it to level 5.
Level up!
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yes. I still can't see modules, but I'll look up stuff and like figure out what's.
Yeah, so
Destroy undead. Oh yeah.
That's the best. Yes. Level 5, you said, right?
level 5,
5.
he said, yes.
Who's got 2 thumbs and can take an extra attack on her
That guy.
turns? This guy.
Ooh, uncanny dodge. Yes, please.
Whenever you take the attack action on your turn. So that's 4 attacks for an action surge. Hmm.
Oh, destroy undead doesn't have a code.
My gosh.
Okay, things have been identified in the party sheet that were not previously identified.
Nice. There's a chronolometer.
And I know that I have something in my inventory that needs to be identified. At least I think it needs to be identified.
All right, what's it called?
Hold on, I gotta look for it now.
Ooh, potions of greater healing.
The music box that plays the nursery rhymes, unless that's just a random thing that you made.
It's a trinket.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It was one of Gorko's.
Rip.
Rip Gorka.
Dagger of venom. If somebody uses daggers, that's pretty nice.
Ooh, potions of greater healing. Nice. I'm gonna take one of those. Who shoots the most? Panic?
Yeah.
I only shoot.
Yeah, you should take those +2 arrows.
I think I shall.
And y'all have already used those arrows that's in the party sheet, so we can just delete that. Because you two split them amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
So we have 4
Yeah,
Does anybody
pieces
have
of
a
the... Or just 3
for the
pieces.
Aurora?
Oh, the pieces? I have 4 pieces in my or
Okay, 4. So we need to...
Does anybody have a particular affection for the immovable rod other than me?
I'll show you an immovable rod. You take it.
Yikes.
All right.
How does he take it though?
Well, it's not. You have to activate it before it becomes immovable.
Ah, okay.
It has a little button on it that activates.
Hey Rob, did you make coding for all these fun little things that the pieces do?
I did not, but I can. I can for you.
Oh no, I mean I have been.
Yeah,
I just
I
wanted to
didn't
know.
because it's not... It's part of the module. It's not an outside thing, so I just didn't do it.
It's okay.
And I thought about it, and then I didn't want to set a precedent. And then people are coming to me like, fix everything. Go to all the modules and fix them all.
Reason they dropped off the table.
You know what? I should do that though, Fury. I should just do that and add them to the wondrous items or whatever. So I'll do that and then I'll check against what you have.
Okay,
Can
cool.
you after today? Can you export your PC and I can see what your codes are?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I did a lot of coding, just little baby things that I can't do. As soon as I can reconnect to the table, if I can reconnect to the table.
All right. Oh yeah. Don't forget to level up your guys, everybody.
On the D&D Beyond.
Yeah. So I might need a little bit of help leveling up Panic just because I can't get to I think it's Sword Coast. Guide. It's either Sword Coast or Xanthar's.
Oh, I'll make sure they're open.
I mean, like I can't get to any module.
Yeah.
I am a problematic child.
I know I'm having the same problem too. They're able to level up for some reason.
Who else is excited for that +3 proficiency modifier?
What?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my sneak attack is up too.
It does.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and everybody should adjust their cantrips as well.
That gives you 3 dice of sneak attack now, Ren.
Cantrips go up to 2 dice.
Mm.
Eldritch Blast works a little different. It gives you an additional blast. Instead of the one blast that does 2d10, you have to do 2 beams.
Whoosh.
But that means I get my charisma bonus damage twice. So it's kind of cool.
So Panic, is there something I can help you with?
Literally just clicking and dragging fighter level 5 from I think it's which one is Arcane Archer in? I think it's it's either Sword Coast or Xanathar's. Xanathar's, yeah. Because it's just the one thing that I get, but I can't open the modules.
Yeah, we really need to find out what's. You guys can't play like that. We got to figure that out. We got to go to forums or something and figure out why you guys are having problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd level spell.
Yay!
All right, so I made you 5 level.
Thank you.
You
And
got
I
your
have
extra
my
attack.
extra attack. Rapid fire, literally. Oh, it's so nice to have over 40 hit points.
Yeah, so the Arcane Archer stuff is on your features, on your abilities tab.
Yeah. But I can't open anything because it's because no module containing that link is open, and I can't open the modules themselves.
Very bizarre.
I'm blaming the ghosts.
Well, let me try and close Xanathar's and reopen it. Just, because.
Okay. Yeah. Little variable changes.
Okay, so I'm equipping myself with my 4 cantrips, I'll have Bless, Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Shield of Faith. I still have a scroll for blindness, deafness if I need it. Lesser Restoration, Prayer of Healing, Spiritual Weapon, Dispel Magic, and Mass Healing Word.
All right, Rob, here's something interesting happening.
Okay.
When I load or unload Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I get a script error, not enough. And then the table just crashed.
Ooh.
Well, that's yeah. More and more signs are pointing to maybe you need to reinstall Fantasy Grounds.
Oof.
Oh, I could do that. I imagine.
Yikes.
Because
Sorry about that,
I
Mark.
don't know why. I don't know why some of us, like 2 of us, can connect and everything, and 2 of us can't, or 3 of us can't, and now you're getting an error just by opening a module. That sounds crazy. You might have a memory leak or some other.
But memory leak wouldn't get fixed by reinstalling software. Just saying.
Well, I'm throwing out the term memory leak because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It just sounded good. I don't know anything about programming or how computers work. All I know is it's zeros and ones, and it's amazing.
Zeros and ones is amazing. Like most of my experience with computers has like proven to me that, and I do this professionally. It's proven to me that it's all magic. That's all it is.
Yeah,
We're
it's
all
just
dealing in
magic. Yeah.
sorcery.
People say magic doesn't exist. You can just look at them in their face and go, computers. And they go, oh, yeah, you're right.
Just like
Well,
hold
since
it.
the table magically exited itself, I guess we'll pick this up. I'll open the table a little early next week after I do all my installing and reinstalling and gadgeting and gadgeting.
And you
Which
should long
probably
rest
means
us
we'll
when
have
you
a
get
new
a
table
chance, too.
alias.
All right, I'm just
Say
going to
again?
close this. You should give us a long rest when next time you.
Yeah.
Because we leveled anyway.
Yeah, and you're going to go back to Phandalin, and a little bit minor stuff happens there.
Right, cool.
Good stuff.
All right.
Good stuff.
Very good.
Thanks for leading the game.
Yep, thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody. See you on the 13th.
On the flip side.
Yep.
On the flip side, flippity flap. Okay, good. Bye, everybody.
Flap flap.
All right, there you go, everybody. There go the players, and there goes the game. That's how you do it. We are going to be back next week with this game. We are going to be on tonight in like 2 hours. An hour and 45 minutes, as a matter of fact. We went a little over there. Oh, hopefully Mark will see that. Module state and Windows state. Yeah, reinstalling might help too. Anyway, yes, we're coming back tonight on the show. We are going to be going over the Death Indicator extension with Valerian, and then also we're going to preview something that he and Diablo Bob are working on. That's an exciting new thing. I'm not going to tell you until the show. It's going to be awesome. So be back for that. Let me give the end of stream rewards to everybody. Also, let me give you guys the end of stream spiel, as I like to call it. And this is just a reminder on what you can do to participate with the stream, especially for those of you that might be new. And here are those things. You can go to the Discord server, and we have 600 people over there now. You can talk to other Fantasy Grounds people and D&D people. I concentrate on D&D. I mean, you can talk about other rule sets and stuff too, but I concentrate on 5th edition. Let's see. You can also go to my Patreon page. I have levels of support there for as little as $1 per month. If you're interested in doing that, you can cheer bits, subscribe to the channel, or donate. And if you do any of the three, you of course affect the bit boss, which is currently Clancy at 200 hit points. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, or go to the new Facebook page. Basically just showcases all the DMs Guild. So current sales on the DMs Guild, now there is, 4 hours and 45 minutes left in the day. But current sales are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 sales so far today. So hopefully that picks up a little by the end of the day. And yes, we shall see you all back here at 6 p.m. tonight if you are so inclined. There's always prizes on Sunday night. So don't miss that. And until then, good gaming, everyone.